Well, look, my response is very simple. There is nobody on this stage that has done more for Israel than I have. Nobody. You might say, you might talk, your politicians all talk, no action. I've been watching it all my life. You are all talk and no action. What I've seen up here, I mean, first of all, this guy's a choke artist and this guy's a liar. You have a combination. This guy always goes for, you have a combination of factors. He can't do it for the obvious reason, and he can't do it because he doesn't know how to tell the truth. Other than that, I rest my case.
This is the typical thing he does. On any debate about policy,
one at a time,
he goes right for the outrageous.
Governor Kaisich, you have the floor.
Governor, I get a response to that.
You will have a response, but I promised Governor Kaisich he could respond.
Can somebody attack me, please?
Okay, here, Wolf. There's something... And we're going to have to work our way out of it, including the need to arm the Ukrainians. They have been ignored, and we need to help them as well and assert ourselves as America.
Let's continue the questioning on ISIS. Maria.
Hold on, Wolf. You said I got a response.
You'll have a chance. Maria will pick up the question.
He called me a liar. You're saying I can't respond to being called a liar?
Go ahead and respond.
You know, what we're seeing with Donald is actually the pattern of Washington, the pattern of Washington deal makers, which is they make promises, they break their words, and then when anyone calls them on it, they call you a liar. And so that's Donald's pattern over and over again. He said, for example, 7 months ago, this is Donald speaking, quote, I, Donald Trump, was a member of the establishment. There's a reason Harry Reid thinks he's the best Republican up here. There's a reason Jimmy Carter said he would support Donald Trump over me, because he said Donald Trump is malleable. He has no fixed set of beliefs, whereas Ted Cruz is not malleable. And every time anyone points at Donald's actual record, what he said on national television, Donald yells liar. Let me tell you something. Falsely accusing someone of lying is itself a lie, and it's something Donald does daily.
Go ahead, Mr. Trump.
I watched the lobbyists. I watched what this man did to Dr. Ben Carson, who I respect, in Iowa, where he said that Ben Carson is out of the race, he has left Iowa, and he's out of the race. And I thought it was disgraceful. And got a lot of votes because of that. A lot of votes took him away from Ben Carson. I watched that. Probably took him away from me, too. But I watched it. I also watched where he did a form that looked like it came right out of a government agency. And it said on top, voter violation. And then it graded you, and it scared the hell out of people. And it said the only way you clear up the violation, essentially, is to go and vote for Ted Cruz. I watched that fraudulent document, and I said it's the worst thing I've ever seen in politics. To me, that was even worse than what he did to Ben.
Senator Cruz.
I know politicians, believe it or not, better than you do, and it's not good.
Oh, I believe it. No, I believe you know politicians much better than I do, because for 40 years, you've been funding liberal Democratic politicians. And by the way,
I funded you.
I funded him. You're welcome to have the check back.
I funded this guy.
Because let's be clear. Yeah, you gave me $5,000.
You never funded me.
And by the way, let's be clear. Donald claims to care about
him. But he sent me his book with his autograph.
Donald, I understand rules are very hard for you. They're very confusing.
I have his book.
Okay,
on your reality TV show, not in
politics. Thank you for the book.
Donald,
thank you for the book. Go ahead.
Donald, you can get back on your meds now.
We got a lot of fun up here tonight, I have to tell you. Thank you for the book.
Donald, relax.
Go ahead. I'm relaxed. You're the basket case. Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't get nervous. Go ahead.
I promise you, Donald, there's nothing about you that makes anyone nervous.
You're losing
people
so
are
badly.
actually watching this.
You don't know what's happening.
Gentlemen.
Wolf, I'm going to ask that my time not be deducted when he's yelling in.
Gentlemen.
Control.
Okay, now.
The latest debate, gentlemen,
hold on, I'm going to
please.
get my answer. He doesn't get to yell in the whole time.
I want to move on. These are the rules.
Excuse me, he called me a liar and then interrupted the whole time.
You've had a chance.
Wolf, do I not get a response? Do I not get a response without being interrupted?
You'll get plenty of response, so stand by.
My name was
I want to talk about ISIS right now.
Said, it is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. That's a famous Mussolini quote. You retweeted it. Do you like the quote? Did you know it was
Sure.
Mussolini?
It's okay to know it's Mussolini. Look, Mussolini was Mussolini. It's okay to. It's a very good quote. It's a very interesting quote, and I know it. I saw it. I saw what, and I know who said it. But what difference does it make whether it's Mussolini or somebody else? It's certainly a very interesting quote.
Well,
that's probably why I have
is a
between
known
Facebook
fascist.
and Twitter 14 million people,
Do you
and
want
other
to be
people don't.
Do you want to be
It's a very
associated?
interesting quote, and people can talk about it.
Do you want to be associated with a fascist?
But I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
The need to arm the Ukrainians. The need to arm the Ukrainians. The need to arm the Ukrainians.
Bye-bye.